Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Dalise, also known as Stamprgrl. Today I am creating a cue card to follow the Try Stamping on Tuesday sketch, which I'm going to put on the top left corner over here. This card is also for Tracy's challenge from Not Afraid of Color. I am using Cat Scrappiness Mountainscape A2 craft dies, and I am using my Versamark Dazzle ink, the same as a Versamark. It has a little bit of a sparkle. Don't mind it. I found it on clearance somewhere, and my Versamark ink is a mess right now. I am using the Bruce Monroe Alabaster White. Love this embossing powder. Super opaque, super bright white. I am using it to create a bit of snow, and also I'm adding a little bit of an enamel while it was still hot, enamel powder, and it has white, it has gold speckles, it has a little bit of cream speckles. I love this. I believe it's by Stamprgrl. Not sure if they still sell it because they're on their Spellbinder now. So I am melting that enamel that I just added to the hot embossing. And here is the snow on my mountainscape. For the trees, I want to do a little bit of snow too. And what you miss here is that I did use a little bit of the same Versamark Dazzle ink, and it just got too much. So I'm literally using my fingers to remove some of the embossing powder. And I actually like the way it looked. So you know, just fingers are always the best tool. Holding it with my Cat Scrappiness reverse tweezers. I love these things. They're so good. And no more burnt fingers anymore. So when I cut this craft die from Cat Scrappiness, I did not cut it the full size. These were some scraps that I had. And you'll see that I will trim this even farther. I am using some of my blending brushes. I believe these are from Cat Scrappiness too, the blending brushes, and I'll put links on my description of everything that I use, and they will be affiliate links, and I would thank you so much if you use them. There will be at no extra cost to you, but it does help me a little bit. I do get a little bit of a commission out of those, and then a cat knows that I am doing my job. So here I am just blending a little bit of my espresso ink into the mountains, and I'm gonna make sure that I dry it because this ink tends to stay wet on this textured cardstock for some reason. It just stays on the top. Using my Burley Arts glue to glue the snow caps on my mountains. I love that little bit of enamel that I did add. It is so cute. Like, it makes it look super vintagey, which apparently that one is my word apparently lately. And second, I usually don't do vintage Christmas cards, and this is my second vintage card in a row. So hello, not sure what happened to me, but here we go, and I am really enjoying them. I am using, again, some Burley Arts glue to glue one set of my trees, and then the second set of trees, I am going to be using a little bit of foam tape, and I probably should have cut them a little bit thicker, but for some reason, I kept thinking that these trees were way thinner, and I kept trying to make them thicker, and I just kept making them thinner. Don't know what was going on here, to tell you the truth. I did struggle cutting these tiny little pieces, which they really did not need to be that tiny. Again, apparently I was having a rough day when I was making these the other night. You will see me, I'm going to pull all these out. Then you'll see me put this on top of the first row of trees, and then I decide I want to move a little bit, and I tear them, and I am so upset. And then I was like, you know what? You see right there, up, and I tear it, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to reposition it, put a tiny drop of the Burley Arts glue and you can't even tell. You really cannot. Oh, well, only because I just told you, but that's about it. If you did see that tiny little blue bear, that is from Sweet Sentiment Stamps glue stopper. Love that guy. It is my stopper for my Burley Arts glue. And here I am drawing from memory what the sketch looked like. And I'm like, I need to make this smaller. First, because of course the trees are shorter, but I decided that I'm gonna cut this. But remember, I have them mounted already in foam tape, so this is a bit of a struggle. I put it the other way, hoping that this will be easier to cut. It kind of is, but then I end up trimming a little bit with my scissors, like you can see here. I'm telling you, it was a struggle. I was just all over the place for this one. And then I decided, you know what? I am going to actually rotate a few pieces here in this sketch. And I am going to put my kind of like the flag on the top, the rectangle at the bottom. So I bring my panel. This is just a regular panel of cardstock that I got on clearance at one of the big box stores. The reason they got these, they come big packages for like printing for weddings, and sometimes they have just the best cream color cardstock. And I love this one. It has this vintage border that is supposed to be like an antique gold. There's no metallic anything in it, but it gives you that idea. I am bringing this blue. I thought, you know what? I'm going to bring a blue because I'm thinking sky. And I decide, I even do the blending of a tiny little stencil that I have it for years and years to make some clouds. And then I end up saying, oh, this doesn't work, but you'll see me. This card, it's going to completely change. It's literally going to flip by the end of the video. So I am bringing my, this is a pigment white ink, and I'm using these stencils. I've had them forever. I think they were by Judikins maybe 20 years ago. I still use them. I truly love them. And I decided, okay, I think I got it. I'm going to put it together, and you'll see me that I'm like, this cream is too cream. It's too clean for the card that I'm making. So I'm going to bring my blending brush, and I am going to blend the espresso ink all around this panel, this cream panel. And I am still not happy with it, so I decide to even do an extra change, and it is to use my Versamark Dazzle in all around the perimeter of my card, and then do white embossing powder, the same one, the Alabaster White by Brutus Monroe, which is one of my favorite embossing powders. And that makes me super happy when I achieve this. Here you see I'm like working on that Alabaster White embossing powder from Brutus Monroe on top of the brown espresso ink that I had blended. I wasn't sure if this was going to work or not, but at the same time it dried out that ink, and I really like it. I like I said, this suddenly made me feel a lot more comfortable with this card. It was at a good place, and when I put everything on top of it, I was like, I like the look, but not the way things are set up for this card. It's not working. The sketch is not working for me. And then suddenly I go like, oh, I know exactly what I need to do. So I literally flipped everything. There it is. Well, not everything. I stamped a little bit of a background on with just some speckles, flipped the mountainscape, added a sentiment, and I am doing literally cheers. I am so happy about the card now. The only thing that I need now is to add this to a card base, and I decide to go with a green card base. It is by far nothing that is the same color as the green that I have in my trees, but I actually love this green. I believe this is cardstock by Basil, and I believe the color is basil. So it's by Basil, and the color is basil. Say that 3 times fast. Okay, using my ATG gun to glue my card's front to my card base. And oh my God, did you see it there? I almost glued it the wrong way. I do that so many times. It's not even funny anymore. Well, it wasn't funny the first time either. But here you see me using my cat scrappiness bone folder to make sure that it's really nice and down. And then I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, this is missing something. I'm telling you, I'm always thinking it's missing something. So I'm going to come with a few gems that I have that are just plain all white. There is no shine, no nothing. They're just white. And I thought, oh my God, they give the idea of snowing. So I kind of drop a few and see where they land and see if I like it. And if I don't, I move them a little bit. But most of them stay where they actually land when I drop them. I think I'm trying to be okay of where the gems land when I throw them, because I think this is the easiest way to do random. I'm just throw them and see where they land. I really like these. It is such a delicate tone. I especially love the ones that are on top of like the brown cardstock. And here, this is my card. I am happy with it. The pickup tool, best thing ever. Best money spent. This is it. This is my card. I hope you enjoy it. And remember, don't leave your crafting for tomorrow. Start today.